Hi, everyone. Back again, second time today. This is May 16th, Saturday, day 61. Stay safe at home day. These are now the revised numbers for today, the ones that came in at around 11:30 today. So this is the same video that you saw the day that I put up this morning, except that I'm replacing the numbers here with the numbers I had this morning. Okay, folks, here we go with the state of Florida. Total people tested, 630,795. Positive cases, 44,811. Negative cases, 585,236. Now let's go over here and take a look at the deaths so far. 1,964 deaths, and those are 47 over the previous day reported. Hospitalizations, 8,146, and that's 187 more than we reported the last time. Now, these are the updated figures as of around noontime on Saturday, May the 16th. These are pretty good numbers for us here. Now, if we go back and look at the deaths since we started back here last Saturday, there were 1715, 1735, 1779. So we've gone from 1715 to 1964. But in the last day, there were 47 additional deaths. Now let's just kind of take a look at what's going on here on the chart. This was on the 15th. They added 502 new positive cases. And on the 14th, there were a total of 800. So look at all these big numbers over here. It is coming down a little bit. You can see it is gradually coming down, not as fast as we would like it. Now let's go up to Indian River County and take a look at what's going on in our county. Alrighty, here we are in Indian River County. Indian River County has so far tested 2,970 people, 2,970. Over the previous days reported, that's an additional 125 that were tested here in Indian River County. Positive tests, 104. That's one additional positive that came in in the past 24 hours. And the negatives, 2866. That's 124 negatives that came in the past 24 hours. There's no difference in the hospitalizations or the deaths for Indian River County, so we can go over here and take a look at those. There are 25 hospitalizations and deaths since we started, and there's no change in that for Indian River County. Now, let's move down to Dade County in Miami. Okay, here we are in Dade County. Dade County has tested 123,060 people so far since we started doing this. 123,060. And that's an increase of 3,421 over the past 24 hours. Positive cases, 15,366. And that's an increase of 624 new positive cases. The negative cases were 107,495. And that's an increase of 990. Let's go over and take a look at the total number of hospitalizations. The hospitalizations are 2,376 for Dade County. That's 44 more hospitalizations in the past 24 hours. In Dade County, the deaths were 559. That's 11 more than reported in the past 24 hours. Again, we'll look over here with the positive cases. The new positive cases as of the 15th were 180. Previous to that were 219. It's coming down gradually, but not as fast as we would like it to do so. Now from Dade County, let's move up to Broward County. Okay, here we are in Broward County. Total people that were tested so far, 72,563. That's an additional 4,544 people that have been tested in the past 24 hours. It's a good number of extra people being tested. So the positive people were 6,201, and that added 76 additional positive cases. And the negative cases were 66,302, and that was another 1,390. And we'll go over and take a look at the chart here. Now, as Broward County looks like it's doing pretty good. I like what I see here. The trend looks good. We're hoping that maybe I'm going to try to create a trend chart, but as you can see, if you look at this from April the 16th through May the 16th, there is a 30-day trend, and it certainly is trending down. The total deaths so far in Broward County, 278 deaths in Broward County, and that 278 deaths equates to 6 additional since I last reported them. Hospitalizations were 1,250, so there's 35 additional hospitalizations. Those hospitalizations don't necessarily mean it's terribly bad, because those people may get in and get out, and hopefully they will, just as long as they're not old people like me. Now I'll go from Broward County up to Palm Beach County. Palm Beach County, 48,746 total people that have been tested, 4,440 positive cases, 44,079 negative cases. The negative cases, as I keep saying, are the good cases. So hospitalizations, 809 in Palm Beach County. And of the 809, there were 32 additional hospitalizations in the past 24 hours, 275 deaths, total deaths, but there were 4 reported in the past 24 hours in Palm Beach County. As you can see here, there's a lot of spikes going on right here within the past week, and that's not a good thing. This day looks good at 29, but we looked at that the other day, and this one was low, and now it has popped up as well. So I can't say that Palm Beach County is doing very well, although we can say this, that they are doing a lot of testing. 48,746 of testing is a significant amount of testing going on down there. So obviously you test more, you're going to have more cases. Okay, folks, here in Martin County, total people tested, 2,941, positives 296, negatives 2,643. Let's move over here now and take a look at hospitalizations. 56 hospitalizations, and in Martin County, that 56 hospitalizations equates to 1 additional in the past 24 hours, and there were no additional deaths. There are 6 deaths reported here, and there were no additional deaths reported in the past 24 hours in Martin County. They had a huge spike over here of 13 on May the 14th. One of the worst days, except for this one. Well, that was 13. That was the worst. They had 2 really bad days there. This is not looking good. Actually, it's not as good as it was back in the earlier part of the month. So that is Martin County. Now let's go from Martin County up to St. Lucie County. St. Lucie County is a pretty big county. They have 328,000 people in that county, and so far they've tested 5,971, 316 positives, and 5,649 negatives. Let's go over here and look at this chart here. So this chart says the hospitalizations in St. Lucie County are 83, and there were no additional ones since we reported the other day. So that's pretty good. And there were no additional deaths reported, a total of 27 deaths there. Now we take a look here, and you see this is very similar to Martin County as far as the previous 4 days are concerned. But taking a look at the 15th, there were only 3 new positive cases there in St. Lucie County. Now we'll skip over Indian River County since we've already done that. We're going to go up to Brevard County. Brevard County is Melbourne. It's they've had quite a few testings going on in Brevard County. 13,955 testings. That's a 402 increase over the previous day. 359 positives. That's 3 more positives over the past 24 hours. 13,592 negatives, and that's very good. That went up by 390. And we'll pop over here and take a look at the hospitalizations for Brevard County. It's 51, and there was 1 additional one. So they only added 1 more hospitalization there, and of the deaths, they did add 1 additional death. Previous day was 9, now it's 10. So 1 additional death in the past 24 hours. And now let's go up to Orange County. Okay, Orange County is Orlando. They've tested 42,484 people in Orange County, and that's 1,977 more than they had tested the previous day. Positive, 1,629. They've added 14 new positives, and negative, 40,815. Of course, they added 1,922 good ones. Then if we go over here and take a look at the hospitalizations in Orlando were 0 added in the past 24 hours. And the deaths, they did add 2 additional deaths because previously it had been 36. It's now 38. 38 deaths, 2 additional deaths there. And once again, you see some activity, quite a bit of activity in the past 4 days here in Orlando. Now let's take a look at the big picture. These are the U.S. and global cases. The United States cases, and this is as of, check the clock up here, and as of 1:13 today. 1,446,875 for the U.S. cases. U.S. deaths, 87,697. Global cases, 4,577,988. Global deaths, 308,899. And those are the new revised numbers. These numbers are accurate to what I just told you at about 1:14 today. The other numbers are accurate to around 11:30. Because those will change every 24 hours around 11 to 11:30. So we're going to get back into the cycle now of doing it the way we had started out doing it. So you have current information, and the information now will not change with the exception of the U.S. and global cases won't change until tomorrow around 11 o'clock.